Yo, what up? It's Eric, aka Glade Plugins, aka Let the Automatic Spray.
Yo, what up? It's Jeff, aka Got 100 Plugs, aka Just Flew to Turkey.
What up, y'all? It's your boy, Sheek, aka Don, aka Little Baby Billy, baby. Little Baby Billy. I wish y'all guys knew this guy, man. Little Baby Billy, man. If you throw a hurt with something, man, will you tell him? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Little Baby Billy's that fucking
man,
dude.
dog.
What up, it's SP the Ghost, aka Woo! This show is fucking crazy. AKA Get High as Fuck.
Jadakiss, aka Kiss Eastwood, aka Outlaw Josie Wells, aka some other shit.
Yeah, it's the 2 Jews and 3 Black dudes review the movies. Bow, bow, bow. Yo, how's everyone doing?
Everybody's great, man.
Good to hear.
Feeling good.
Good to hear. We've been on a hell of a streak, by the way.
Yeah, no. Now in the gyms, like I hear y'all talking about it.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm very anti-social in the gyms. And shit,
Yeah,
like
for sure,
that.
for sure.
But people, everybody talking about it, saying it's dope, it's fire, the show, like, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
P getting stopped outside in like parking lots at the juice bar. Yeah.
It's dope. And it's organic, y'all. We doing some cool,
it's nice
organic shit. And all the comments are saying that. What? No, not me.
It's true.
Like, yo, this is fresh.
They're saying Sheek and his friends are pretty good.
Now they saying it's fresh though. It's like some fresh shit, man, which is cool.
No, it's really nice. We've been on a hell of a streak. We've each been getting a chance to, figure out our own lane, like bring a different movie to the crew and like discuss this shit in great detail and unlike anybody else.
Yeah.
And so for my pick, guys, I was like, Bring John Malkovich, right?
Holy shit.
Okay, Sheek, had you ever seen, heard, knew about Bring John Malkovich before?
Dog, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I never heard of it. I watched it last night. I don't know if I like it or dislike it. We're not gonna get to that yet. Right? I don't know yet because I don't know.
We're gonna figure it out.
I'm just waiting because I know I seen it and I'm waiting for y'all to say, but you ain't really getting it, my nigga. Like, yo, see, the puppet master is Trump and the strings. He's
gonna come with.
He's
gonna pull some of that kind of shit up.
The puppet master Trumps and the strings are his tariffs. And me, right? Yo, I thought I was watching the Avengers. Like, I'm just thinking, wait, this ain't the Avengers? Like, y'all always drop some knowledge and shit. Like, this ain't Lean on Me?
Yep.
Y'all tell me so different what the movie I'm watching is. What the fuck? I thought this ain't Spider-Man?
Took my whole segment.
Yeah? God damn.
Kiss, you ever hear of it?
I heard of Bring John Malkovich.
Yeah.
I just never fucking watched it.
Great features.
Yeah.
Watched it today. You see a lot of young people.
It's in Westchester.
Yeah.
One of the guys directed the Locks video. The director of it.
Spike Jonze. He did the Rock and Roll Benjamins version.
Yeah. Crazy.
It was different.
Yeah. Jeff, you seen it before?
It's my favorite movie.
Okay. All right.
From
Freaky Widow.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, Freaky Widow. What was they doing? Crawling through his asshole to get to his eyes and shit. What was that shit, dog? Yo, dog. What the fuck, man? Shit. We can get into it, man.
Watching that shit like, yo, who's the freaky weirdo that picked this movie?
You seen that shit?
This shit is crazy.
They put their hand going through it, the hand through the shit. That was his asshole, right?
No.
Yo.
Styles, you seen it? You heard of it before? You were aware of the movie, right?
How? I've been with this nigga forever. You ain't never said, yo, you seen John Malkovich?
99.
99.
I wouldn't ask if that's the one you saw. I wouldn't throw that in the mix on you like that. Yeah, I've seen it a couple times.
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah, for sure.
And you just
I think it's
decided to watch it again.
Yeah.
Watch how you break it down.
No.
Word, watch.
Oh, we'll get
Crazy.
to that.
I can't wait. His knowledge?
Yeah. I want to talk about celebrity, right?
Cameos.
I want to no, just celebrity, like the idea of celebrity. I want to talk about the idea of self, right? There's a lot of that in this, right? There's a lot of like conversations about art, right?
It's also a really funny movie.
But that's the basic thing.
Yeah.
I think it's funny as fuck, right? Like side-splittingly funny shit, right? But I also think it's weird as fuck. Like no one was doing this stuff, right? Spike Jonze, and we're gonna get into like what it is in a minute, what Wikipedia says. Spike Jonze, who directed those music videos, this was his like debut feature film, and he went all the way for it.
But also Charlie Kaufman, who wrote it.
Yes.
Who also did Eternal Sunshine.
Yep.
Which I imagine all of you guys have seen, right?
Jim Carrey? No? Okay.
No.
You never seen it?
Eternal Sunshine? Nah.
Yeah.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Okay,
Never saw it? Yeah.
Oh, it's an amazing movie.
All
Yeah.
right. All right.
Yeah.
I heard you.
You know. No,
You seen it, Styles. He fucking around probably seen it.
Definitely seen it.
Definitely. But I saw it. Yeah. By the way, ever since you picked Almost Famous, I threw everything out the window. I'm just
I
like,
don't know anything anymore.
No. Totally different. That was crazy.
No. That's
all right. Well, this is they saying it's a cult classic.
Yeah,
This,
definitely.
all right.
Definitely. All right. So, Jeff, what does Wikipedia say about Being John Malkovich?
Being John Malkovich is a 1999 American surrealist fantasy comedy drama film directed by Spike Jonze and written by Charlie Kaufman, both making their feature film debut. The film stars John Cusack, Cameron Diaz, and Catherine Keener, with John Malkovich as a satirical version of himself. Cusack plays a puppeteer who finds a portal that leads into Malkovich's mind.
Okay. Just a little background on Spike Jonze, just some music videos that he's directing.
He's done Fatboy Slim, Weapon of Choice.
Yep.
He's done Tenacious D. He's done Ludacris, Get Back. Yep. He's done Yeah Yeah Yeahs, Why Control, Bjork. He's done Arcade Fire. He's done Daft Punk.
He did Sky's the
Daft
Limit
Punk,
for
that's dope.
Biggie.
Yeah. He ended
he's
up...
dope. He's talented.
Yeah.
Insane.
So Sky's the Limit, with the one with the
yeah.
kids and everything. So he thinks in a different way. I don't know if you saw like the Apple commercial recently that had Pedro Pascal in it, right? And he's like dancing, and it's like, you know, very much split into like depressed, like just gotten broken up with.
the guy that's walking down the street.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the shit, like, it's, you know, both like reds and oranges and, you know, warmer colors, and then it's like the blue and the negative stuff, like of his depression and all that. Yeah, he did that. Yeah.
He also worked with Jackass. Like he's just like he's awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Spike
creative
Jonze,
mind. He has a
super
very
legend.
creative mind.
And when you make a movie like this, like, and a script that is like this, like, the odds of it getting made are like probably like very slim. But the fact that it did get made, the
You got
fact
a
that
lot
like,
of cameos.
they really went for it, you get a lot of people who get it. It's fucking like outstanding.
Yeah.
So I fuck with it because it's weird, because it's funny, because it just like speaks to me, that type of sense of humor. But okay, we heard what Wikipedia said. Styles, can you break down what the plot of this thing from your perspective?
From my perspective, white people be bugging. Like, he's a puppeteer.
Yeah.
He's a puppeteer. He don't got no job. His wife tells him to get a job. It gets crazy there because you have to. There's science behind it. I haven't quite figured out yet. They work on the 7.5 floor. Everybody has to bend down in there. He gets the job. He finds a porthole in his office. There's this coworker he liked. His wife is into all kind of animals. He basically is on a coworker. Then he finds the portal with the coworker, tells his wife about the portal. She don't believe him. They go back. He shows her the porthole. She gets in John Malkovich. Now she wants to be a transgender. She was a woman that wants to be a male now. Yada, yada, yada. Then she want to bag his coworker. So now both of them are on the coworker. They using John Malkovich to get bread because the other coworker went, oh, word, this is the portal? Let's get money, $200 a pop. You be John Malkovich for 15 minutes. Now she's hitting him and him off of that. Dude liked her. The wife bagged her first. They had sex through John Malkovich. Then he got mad, threw his wife in the cage, locked her up, basically kidnapped. Then he went in John Malkovich, pulled out his puppeteer master chi, inner puppet master. He puppet mastered John Malkovich.
For
then
years.
He owned her. And then the chick was on him and then left the wife. Now, the chick been playing both of them. Now he takes over John Malkovich with his co-worker. They have a baby. This is where it gets fucking crazy. The baby ended up John Cusack again. It's the weirdest shit.
Who the fuck who's John Cusack?
He's Craig. He's the puppeteer.
Better Off Dead was the puppeteer dude.
Right.
Now, so
He's looking through the baby's eyes.
he was he ended up being part of the baby. And then we forgot about the part where
The old guy said
the old guy,
it's a secret society.
It's a secret
I wanted
society.
to live forever.
That live forever.
He brought him in the room and said these. No, I mean,
It was some
he tried to
wickedly
invite
crazy
Cameron
shit.
Diaz to the society and that shit.
Cameron Diaz was down with the old head. The dude, John Malkovich, Cusack, the puppeteer dude, was John Malkovich. He took over. It was John Malkovich.
He lived in them.
Then he lived. John Malkovich quit acting and became a puppeteer and killed it in the game and in.
Crushed it.
Then his wife was having a baby. When it told Cameron Diaz, it's not really his baby. It's your
tried to
baby.
kill him.
That's the only reason I'm having it. So it was her baby. And how the fuck John Cusack came back in the baby, I don't know. And
I could tell you.
And why they kept falling off of the side of the Jersey Turnpike?
yeah, still when you leave the portal.
Yeah. Why you laying there? Land me somewhere else in 42nd Street.
And then even John Cusack went down his, Malkovich went down his own portal and seen all hymns.
Yo,
that's when it got
crazy.
really weird.
That part,
it got really
turned
weird.
Into that other shit
he was
that
all
we used to,
yeah.
turned into that.
It was
a
he had
business.
eyes wide shut by himself.
Nah, it turned into the other shit with the superhero, with the guys. When it's 3 guys, what's that shit you put me on? With the crazy shit that's on. When one guy turned into 3.
Oh, you talking about The Boys?
It turned into
The Boys is my shit. You fuck with The Boys?
Yeah.
When Malkovich went inside Malkovich, it turned into that a little bit.
Yeah, he was all, and it was eyes wide shut with all him.
Yeah. When he seen Mad Malkovich.
That was a very
what?
Huh?
Very what?
Weird fucking movie.
All right, yeah.
But check it out.
And it started off rapey when you think about it.
How so?
Nigga had the Jesus hitting the thing. The guy wanted.
He got shot. What do you mean how so? It started off, he puppeteering outside. A little girl goes to watch the puppet show, and he's doing some weird shit. That's why he got snuffed.
Pops clipped him.
But check it. Like
Pops coming here with the green juice after he's at a Tom Hawk steak.
Let's go. Shout out to Mops. Here we go. All right.
Don't hate.
Yo, keep it up.
How you
Keep it up.
How
Keep
is
it up.
day 4?
He said, keep it up.
We've been winning for 14 years.
Yo, keep it up.
I'm sorry. Day 1, 2. Wednesday's day 3.
He said, yo, keep it up. That's funny. The pep talk is crazy.
Yeah.
You know
Trying to be
niggas.
supportive.
You never make it past day 8.
You know niggas.
Day
You never make a day 8 or anything.
Nah, I've been in the gym and I'm juicing.
Hey. There we
He
go.
did a day 8.
See that?
Talk
He
about
ate
it.
every
Talk
day.
about it. Talk about it.
I said, yo, keep it up.
Yo. So check it out.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, so John Malkovich, being John Malkovich, we're talking about a guy who is a puppeteer, right? And he's watching TV and he's just like, yo, my shit on the street, trying to like make it happen for whoever's walking by, not making any bread, right? But he's watching the commercial shit happen up in Westchester where it's like done on a huge level. Like that's
His
the type
rival,
of
yeah.
that's the type of shit that he wants. But he's depressed because like his art is not being taken seriously. And like, isn't that something like we can all like understand where it's just like, damn, somebody else, it's hitting for somebody else. But for me, I can't get that break. I can't make it happen. But eventually, in the end, he does make it happen. He does make that career just through the body of somebody else. So there's like
John Malkovich got flavors. They never knew it was him. That made it fucking whack. Right?
no, but check it out. Like
he's lit, but it's not him.
It's not him.
Right. So it's
It's
like
not even about John Malkovich. It's about like somebody using his whole shit.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
yeah, but so if you watch this and you see like, well, yo, how much would I give up to really make it? Would you actually like, become somebody else? Would you change yourself just to make your art pop? And then it's like talking about like he flew so close to the sun and like he almost got the lady he wanted, right? He almost had a child between the two of them. He almost had this career that like he always set out to do. But it's like, was it worth it? Was it worth it for him to do that? Or should he have just remained himself, been that guy who just like, all right, you know what? The art didn't work for me. I didn't become the biggest thing ever. Maybe my career path is just like what it is. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, he took a gamble, but he should have just stayed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want the truth? Should have just stayed himself.
But it's like, was the journey worth it? Also, like, is it better? What's the saying? Is it better to have loved and then lost
Yeah.
than to not love at all? Right?
Why did he take any money and put it in his account just in case? Like, did he like take? Remember they planned on emptying that guy's bank account? And,
Yeah. I don't think so. I think he was all in. I think he was like, yo, I'll stay in this forever.
Right.
Because
He
he got
didn't
like,
have to do that. He became John Malkovich.
Yeah,
I know, but like, say
he got the career, he got the girl, he got
took
the
over.
Say he did. How he went back to his regular body, right? Did he like stack it with millions, like just in case?
Nah. He was still that guy who was living in the basement with all the animals and the wife that like wasn't it for him, and he didn't want that life. And
But now he has to exist as like the daughter in, secretly in love with the mom.
Yeah, that's fucking weird,
Which,
bro.
yeah, right.
But
correct.
also like, but that's what a sad like existence. You know?
Totally.
Sad.
Yeah.
Totally.
But he didn't see it like that. You're viewing it as sad. He was happy with it.
No,
No,
doesn't
at the
seem
end?
happy at the end.
No, he was like devastated. He was
Yeah.
just like, oh, Maxine.
She's so close, but like obviously you can't you can't step over
He
that
asked
line.
for that.
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
yeah,
He asked
But
for
that's a
that.
fucked up existence.
yeah.
But he asked for it.
Yeah.
He got what he asked.
So he's seeing through the eyes of the baby.
Correct.
So he can still go back to himself.
No, he's stuck in there.
He's stuck in there.
He's stuck in there.
Because they gave this. They said you can't lead the baby once you do that.
Yeah. So like, check it. So like, Malkovich was just a vessel for for that period of time. He turns 44, and that's when he's ripe, and the people can all like jump in his head together. But by the way,
show him breaking that down.
like, do we all have voices in our heads? Do we all have those little people in our heads?
I definitely got voices.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is the opposite of a shock.
I'm just saying.
Are we all puppets?
I'm not a puppet. That's
No,
movie.
man.
Yeah.
I want to know if anyone else seen this besides y'all. This movie.
Yeah, it's ranked as like
Has
one
anyone
of the
ever-
top like
Yeah?
movies ever.
I
Yeah,
want to know how many people seen this
When
movie.
it came out, it was pretty heralded. It was like an immediate cult classic. People had been waiting on a movie from Spike Jonze for a while because he came from like a generation of music video directors that
Yo
did
MTV kind of
weird
motherfuckers.
shit.
yeah.
So people are like, "Oh, we want to see like a full." Imagine like how excited you were to hear that. Give me like your favorite music director from like the '90s. Oh, of course, Hype Williams. Spell it.
Yeah.
Like the hype that for white people, it was Spike Jonze.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
to
he
hear
was
that
the
he
White
was
Hype Williams.
Yeah.
technically like him coming out with a full length feature. Yeah,
But
that
if
was
you
the
think
hype.
about it like this, in this context, what made it such a big movie, with that shit, one, the cast they had, and that was 1999, and they was talking about portholes. So that kind of thinking in '99 wasn't amongst the, I would say, average thinker. Like, you know what I mean? It's like he's touching shit that only kind of far out writers and creative people go. So most people at that particular time, especially not that type of movie, you're gonna hear about a porthole. And then John Malkovich actually being the fucking center of the porthole is what made it a very huge movie.
why him as well?
Well, the real
These
the
are
real
legit
truth-
questions. I swear to God.
The,
Like, why
the
that
real
actor?
truth is just like he wrote Charlie Kaufman
Not
wrote,
Tom Cruise.
No,
who?
because it's
By the way, that was supposed to be like
so
like when they pitched it. John Malkovich reads it. He goes, "Why not Tom Cruise?" And then the head of New Line Cinema is like, "Why not Tom Cruise?" Because like Tom Cruise is like
That guy.
name
He's
that
it,
would
right.
be like he's him. John Malkovich is like a guy who most people don't know and could give a shit about, but like he's also extremely well like celebrated.
With his talent. Yeah, he
definitely.
got
Yeah.
But like it's a great name.
It's just enough
yeah.
fame. Not the most like obvious answer, of course, Tom Cruise, but it's just enough fame that he had at the moment, I think.
But also it makes for that moment when it's like he's in the cab and the guy's like, "Oh, I know you."
Yeah,
He was in a Stick Up Kid movie or whatever.
yeah.
And he's like, "No, I was never in that." And he was like, "No, you were great in that." And that comes up later again, right?
yeah.
So like it's that type of humor. It's just like, yo, it's a known entity. We all know John Malkovich, but it's like, what do I know him from, right? What is that?
Con Air, baby.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Mad shit.
A lot of shit.
Yeah.
Totally.
No, he's a dope actor.
Yeah.
Made him a vessel.
But yeah, so anyway, so he becomes this guy.
Well,
but
wait, who's the black John Malkovich?
It's a good question.
That's like very famous, but I mean, his craft is amazing.
yeah. But maybe like it's just like, oh, I know him from these movies, but I don't know exactly his
Keith
name.
David.
What's that?
Keith David.
I don't know. Keep it.
Oh,
Well, yeah, you're proving the point. Yeah.
you've seen him in
I can see his
everything.
The person I want to say, I don't know his name.
He was in Community in the later years. He was Keith David.
Don't know.
Requiem for a Dream.
I mean,
I'm trying to remember.
Shout out to Keith David. Though.
Yeah,
yeah,
shout out to Keith
shout him
David.
out. Yeah.
Keith David. Oh, see, he's been in everything, bro.
Nah, Johan.
Come on, guys.
Who's that?
Oh yeah.
That's the nigga from Something About Mary Father.
Yeah, something about Mary's father.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Dead presidents. Yeah, look, this is exactly.
Yeah.
No, but you
that
guys
guy
couldn't figure out
Malkovich is
what
more.
That's pretty good comp. That's pretty good
But, like,
comp.
No,
You need
that guy,
somebody
the
who's
guy,
Nah,
Con Air
Keith
nigga's more, a little more.
You need somebody.
Man, that's
who's-
dead presidents. Dead
was in They
presidents is a
Live.
fucking. Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna go through Keith David's.
That's
I'm
dead
gonna
president.
go through his IMDb.
Yeah, but you
right
can
now
say
and you tell
Malkovich
me.
is Con Air, right?
Yeah, nah, I'm going with him more than Malkovich.
Oh, yeah.
He was in The
He's
Thing.
in way more.
He's in Rick and Morty.
Something about
He's
Mary
the
for
voice
me.
of the main. You remember the animated series Gargoyles?
No.
So how'd you get the Franks over the beans, son? How'd you get the Franks over the beans?
He
son?
was in. Yep.
That's something about Mary.
He was in Platoon. He was in Dead
Touch his ears.
Presidents.
He
That
was
was
like
Pitch
the-
Black.
Put your hand anywhere next to his earlobe, just deaf.
He was in ATL.
That tell you his
with,
range from there. Something about Mary and dead presidents.
Then
was
it
in
went
the
to
first barbershop.
Yeah,
ATL.
that's a,
Yeah.
Then it went to ATL. I'm not. Listen, he's cool.
Yeah.
I think your guy got a little more. If you check his discography or whatever, I think he got like a little bit more. That the guy.
Cusack?
Yeah.
Or no,
More
Malkovich?
intense,
Yeah.
more like maybe not more Malkovich. Maybe not comedies, but
yeah,
more.
he got mad shit. Bro.
Yeah.
He did a lot of movies.
He
That
got shit, but he
He ain't no slouch.
ain't no
I think
fucking
that-
slouch, my nigga. It's something about Mary and
I know.
dead presidents.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
But with
Cyrus the
Malkovich,
Virus?
he's like
That's Cyrus. He's Cyrus. Yeah.
Malkovich is like a little bit like pompous, but also like has a sense of humor about himself. So it's like I
A
don't
little
know.
bit scary.
Definitely.
Yeah, like a creepy kind of guy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I love in this how they treat celebrity, where it's just like, yo, all these people are so into the idea of like, yo, I can get into Malkovich's head. I'm gonna see what he sees,
A famous person.
a famous person, and it's just like, oh,
Him checking the mail.
yeah, him like
Shower.
yeah, him picking out like, you know, different towels and you know, him having a very like ordinary life that any of us can have. What do you
He
think
got a
about
call from a girl and they met her and really met her at the
Weirdo.
and had dinner with her. And that shit would never happen.
but puppetry would never happen on a scale like this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
like you
of
got to
course.
suspend your belief a little bit of this. But like, is celebrity that like you guys are like of a certain status? Like people really like every day say that, oh man, I wish I could have like Sheek Luch's life, right?
Yeah.
But they don't understand the work you put in. They don't understand like,
But also like the boring parts.
yeah,
of,
when you're talking about going to like BJ's and like picking up waters on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Doing 4 million drops.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
people don't know
Kinda
that part
shit.
of it,
Yeah.
right? They just think, oh, grass must be greener on the other side. Like, do you get that a lot? Do you understand that like people think that like, yo, celebrity is like the easy life. If I just had Sheek Luch's
No,
life, I'd
of
be
course.
good.
That's the misconception of everything. They all feel that way. That, you know, to be one of us or
yeah.
whatever actor or actress, like it's different. It's work.
Yeah.
We have it like you just see us celebrating right now. We just used to see the end zone dance. You don't see how we had to get up that field. You heard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you guys take the ride?
You just see
Anybody?
the end
For
zone.
You just seen the
$200?
dance in the end zone. We worked to get up that motherfucker. Kids. We got sacked, tackled, legs, all we finally got in.
Yeah. Hips.
Yeah.
Don't start.
No,
But we had to get there. You just see us celebrating in there, you know?
Yeah.
You just see that person celebrating.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Would anybody take the ride for $20 or $200?
Fuck no.
Not even for Malkovich. Like, is there anybody you'd be like, oh, you want to know what? For like 15
I want to
minutes?
see through their eyes.
Yeah, 15 minutes. I'd see through somebody else's eyes. I would do it.
Who? Who would
Dog.
it be?
Well, no. Okay, so
Get the fuck out of here.
so
You better name a porno person. You better name a porno. Because, dog, you had to curl up somebody's ass
Yeah.
and
No, no.
look through his eyes, dog.
Yo.
And you know that's what that tunnel was. That, if they wasn't insinuating that, what the
why-
fuck was it?
it always felt like an ear canal to me.
That's what I thought.
Ear canal.
It's
You
an
thought
ear
it was
canal.
an ear canal.
You thought it
the
was an
whole
asshole.
time.
Yo, you see them crawling out like,
Plural.
yo, you
Put
watch
his hand in shit.
You
walking
watch-
through it.
Sheek. You watch Shawshank Redemption and you're just like, oh, they're escaping through the
I didn't
asshole.
think he was
Like-
going through the asshole with that.
Yeah.
This was going into somebody's body.
Yo.
Which way did he get in? Through
the
his
ear hole.
The
They're getting
ear.
into the eyes.
Yeah.
Facts. I heard you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I heard you.
Real shit.
They thought it was his
Lou
eyes.
said they went into his asshole.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Yes, come on, man. Come on,
Probably
man.
would have done a lot better if they would
Yo.
have
Maybe
made
a
that.
different movie.
Yo.
Yeah.
Sheek watches.
Yeah. Now I see the humor.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm fucking struggling to see this fucking humor on this shit, man. I'm sorry. I don't hate it.
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
now you did that way.
How about,
I see the humor.
Okay, how about the part where Malkovich gets in his own head and he sees the ride himself, right? So he's going into like, now you're going like deep into like other
it's like
levels of
looking
your
at a mirror in a
subconscious.
mirror.
He kept seeing his own self
Yeah,
everywhere.
going back into like his childhood, going back into like, you know, his adolescence, going into like his struggles with like women or his parents or seeing his parents fuck and like
when he peed on himself in school.
everyone's teasing him on the bus. Like,
What did all that mean?
I mean, it's you've gone into like the fun house.
Yeah.
Like it's like there's too many mirrors like mirroring each other.
that's why like once he gets too deep and it's like you see all the people that are Malkoviches and all they say is Malkovich, it's like you've gone way too far.
Malka P.
That shit was weird, God.
Yeah.
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 That shit was weird.
Listen, man, I'm
I
convinced
still
we
ain't
all
figured
grew up
out
different
why
sides
they
of
in the
towns.
7 and the
different places. I think we all
Different aspects of life.
Yeah. This is like, I'm convinced we definitely grew up in different places, you know? And
Yeah.
I could have told you that.
Yeah.
what's funny is like different funny
Why would
things.
they? What's the science behind the seven and a half floor?
He gave
and
the
them
story, but she
working-
said that was
You
Cap.
ain't see the little
Yeah.
lady?
Right.
It was
She
a
said that
cat.
was a lie.
It was a,
Yeah,
it was a guy that married the little lady that made the floor for her in between the 7th and 8th floor.
And they cut down on
yeah.
prices
Cap.
like half this and
And
that.
everything was half.
Lower-
Because you had
But
the
why
overhead.
they working there is what I'm saying.
You know how dangerous that would be to get off that elevator if you move that crowbar?
Oh, by the way,
Yeah,
shout out
just
to
snapping you in
Octavia
that-
Spencer.
Yeah.
It's ripping you in
You
half.
saw that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Octavia Spencer was the woman who
Yeah.
first showed on real quick, Styles, we spoke to YouTube the other day and they were like, if you want to grow the channel you have to do certain things. Can you tell the people right now to like, subscribe, follow, do the whole shit on YouTube?
Nah, if they don't want to get them, fuck them. It's the best podcast in the world. If you don't subscribe, it's your fucking loss. I'm not doing that. I'm not coming on here.
Say it again. What
YouTube
happened?
telling us what we got to do with people. Fuck the algorithm. Let me tell you something. This show is called, I don't know why this is the title. We may have to switch the title.
may have to change
but
it,
it's
change
really-
it.
It's 2 Jews, 3 black dudes, and whoever the fuck else is there reviews the movies. There's no more Siskel and Ebert. It's just fucking us.
Yeah.
Somebody has to be willing to talk about movies. And if you don't care about movies, you don't care about culture, we don't give a fuck. Don't tune in. Go somewhere else. This is an authentic podcast, authentic people. It's not just about movies.
And they
It's
love
about family, life, love, all the shit that's going on. Go ahead, kid. Follow it with the in and
I
out.
agree with everything he said, but we definitely try to get the bag. So subscribe to this. Subscribe to this 2 Jews, 2 black dudes, wherever you get your podcast. Please tune in. Every episode, every clip.
everything.
Follow us on YouTube. Follow all our Instagrams. And I definitely agree with what he said. But please check us out wherever you check out your podcast.
Shit the biggest shit out
I
right
mean,
now.
Yeah.
That's
It's
right.
Like, this is what I feel like. You know what I mean? I'm agreeing. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Fuck it, man. You right. Subscribe. But I'm going to tell you why to subscribe.
Y'all be telling me this movie's about the black man in Mississippi.
No,
and
yeah.
I'm like, damn, I thought I'm watching Dracula.
Oh,
Because
that
y'all always
shit.
kill me with that, and I be thinking I'm on
I got
point.
some more stuff, but
I make this shit.
Nah, but a
Kiss
lot of it
Styles,
is.
all y'all
But
get on me. And I said, this reminds me of, I knew y'all didn't have no idea when I said about Dust to Dawn. I knew y'all didn't know the movie,
Yeah.
right?
no, I know
Long
the
story
movie.
short,
I know the
I
movie.
just
Short-
haven't seen
I never
the
seen
movie.
it.
It's the
Yeah.
main comparison. You saw
Yeah.
Dust to Dawn?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
And it didn't give you that?
Hell no.
What?
not really.
Not really.
Hell no. I get
Dust
what
to
you're
Dawn is
saying.
in it.
You talk about scenic. Like,
It was the whole
that's-
thing, and
everything-
then after he came back and killed the cartel
you-
niggas that had him meet him there and all that, and shot him because his brother died, and
Yep.
and then they killed the Klan, and it was in the place with the party and Selma Hayek and Dust the Dawn. No, all right.
not
see
at
it.
all.
But you see
I
when
get
you
what
see
you-
when P.
I
Rod
see
posted
it.
that
I
shit,
see
the
it.
comparison, like, yo,
I see it. I
this
see
is a
the comparison.
remake.
Yeah.
That's a
people-
comparison of like in vampire movie.
A vampire
genre.
movie. I
Yeah,
thought I was
see
watching
that.
entire movie.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Dust
But
to
it's
Dawn,
more
the
than
whole
that.
Dust to Dawn
Dust
shit.
to Dawn is based off of other
No,
events.
Sinners. It was a Dust to Dawn comparison.
It's that because of the house of. Hold on. This is where you get confused.
Nah.
There's set rules to how you deal with vampires.
Yeah.
There's set
You
rules
gotta
to how you
stay
deal
in
with zombies.
Yeah.
The Last of Us is like almost every other fucking zombie show.
Yeah.
You run from the zombies, you got to get there. There's a certain thing that comes with a certain thing.
Yeah.
Like even action movies, Rambo, Commando, all of that. It's the same fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different story, different messages.
All
Yeah.
the same rules. Yeah.
You can't compare it to something that don't got a. What's the message behind Dustin doing it?
I don't think it had no knowledge. God.
That's what I'm saying. So you,
Yeah.
like,
I thought I was watching a scary.
you just talk about the
a
scenic
scary
part.
movie,
Right, right.
a
Yeah.
Dracula movie.
So you don't think Sinners
That's
had
all
that
I-
message, Luch?
Well, no, yeah, y'all said it was. I don't
No,
know.
what we said. What you think?
None of it was Dust to Dawn. God damn!
When Luch was watching it, he was kind of just thinking of it like this is an action movie. I didn't
I'm not
know
watching a
it was-
vampire movie.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you are,
No.
you are, but there's another package
Watching the
underneath.
message
Yeah.
being told through a vampire movie.
Understood.
He
Understood. I
got
got.
you there through the vampires.
All right.
Because you wouldn't have won if he would have just told you the other.
All right, Jeff.
Do you guys know anybody with exotic pets?
Styles. He said, look. I said, Styles. Styles.
I know people with exotic pets.
Cane Corsic's,
Yo,
all
what?
kind of dogs.
You fucking, you doing some police
Mox,
shit, huh?
Jazz.
I didn't ask for their addresses.
Those are the exotic pets. Mox, Jazz.
Yo.
Yo,
The most dangerous kind of pet.
Yo.
Man.
Just.
Yo, Big Just. Bubba Black Seed Oil, where he at?
yeah.
Bubba Black Seed
Bubba
Oil.
Black Seed Oil.
It's a crazy name for a nigga.
Yeah.
Bubba Black Seed
Seed
Oil.
Oil. Yeah.
No, we know somebody who had a snake and he lost it in his house. And it was just like weeks of, is the snake in the house?
I could never.
I could never.
Never.
Yeah.
It wasn't dangerous, though, the snake.
Depends on the size of the snake.
Yeah, was it?
It's a big snake.
I don't know. I would be
Is
afraid.
it, what is it? Is it a python?
I was going to say, because all of them ain't,
Yeah,
they don't,
all of them
right?
ain't dangerous.
I think they're all dangerous.
They're
It could
not
be a
all-
big guarded snake.
It
They got
wasn't a
big
guarded
black
snake.
snakes that be in your
Oh,
garden.
I don't.
No.
You'll see one of them and you think it's real dangerous, but it's just a fucking.
Yeah, I
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
think they're all dangerous. Yeah.
Strictly, you better be.
Then
How was it so hard to find
Yeah.
it? What size was it?
Keep everything.
I mean, it was feet. It wasn't like a small thing. It was like an actual
And he couldn't
thing.
find it in his house.
yeah.
He had a
For
big
months?
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For how long?
It was like a week or 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like crazy.
Yeah. Long enough.
Yeah.
It's probably in the walls killing rats.
Yeah. No, definitely in the walls. They found it later.
All went in the walls?
Yeah.
Yo.
It was alive?
It was alive.
He had to open the walls up there.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
You ever
do
lost your
that.
kid's hamster
He
or
had a
something?
big house?
You ever lost the
He had a
hamster?
big no, we never lost the hamster. We didn't have
How
hamsters.
much of the walls did he have?
Where'd it
though?
go?
They
The
found
lower
it in
floor,
like,
basement, like
I
behind
think it
that
was
washing
just
machine and shit.
one room that they found the wall. But it was like one of our patrons from Patreon when we had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I could never do. You know, we're not like, you know, we don't have dogs. We don't have any animals, right? Didn't grow up like that. But like living the way that like Cameron Diaz was with like all the animals, which is clearly like her day
Kissing
job.
them in the mouth and all.
Yo, no, hell no. Could not be me.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not that guy either.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
so like in the movie, she names her pets with like human names, which I don't. That's not like a thing that I would do if I had pets. Do you?
If I ever get a dog again, I'm naming him a human name.
For real?
Yeah, I have to, man.
Not like Barky or
Nah,
something?
no,
Yeah.
but I always said that, man. If I ever get another dog, it's gonna be like Bradley or like fucking or like he gonna be like like gonna be like a regular name.
My dogs
next time,
have regular.
Man.
My dogs names
I'm
are
maybe too old to get more pets and shit.
Madonna.
Like, yo, Bradley
Madonna.
and shit.
My
Yeah,
dogs,
he's
yeah.
gonna be like a
Yeah.
My
no,
dog's
like,
name's Madonna.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Madonna and
said-
Harley.
Yeah.
He named
Harley?
the dog, he
Yeah.
named him Bradley or
like
Rich.
fucking
Harlequin. Like Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
like a regular name, Kiss. That other shit, Stanley and shit. Yeah, get it out, Stanley.
Dog named
A
Stanley.
real name.
My cat. I just
I had
call
like
it cat.
pepper, cinnamon,
Wait, sorry.
Pluto,
What?
yeah, stripping it, Pluto.
You call your cat
shit like
cat?
that.
His cat's a stripping nigga. Pepper and cinnamon.
That's what I
Yeah.
call my cat.
Does
Well,
it
she has a
respond?
name, but when you got dogs and the cat's there, you
What's
just
your
end
cat
up-
name?
I call it cat.
Cat.
Yeah, move,
Mine's
cat.
Pluto.
Come on, cat. It comes. Every
Oh, I got an all
we,
black.
her
cat.
name
I'm
was
switching to
Nutmeg
Harry Tubman.
Special, but,
No, but-
she's with the dog, so
Yo,
she's
this
always
nigga-
running. So it's like when she
This
do
nigga
something,
on my
like
phone,
move,
tell
cat.
This
You
nigga-
know, it's just stuck.
Is it short for Catherine or is it just
Nah,
cat?
it's just cat.
Just cat?
The cat.
Luke said he got an all black cat. He's
do.
gonna name it Harry
Harry
Tubman.
Tubman.
Yo,
I swear, dog. What?
Eric,
They tell you what about
Eric,
going
stay
to
out of it.
Not me,
Eric,
not me.
we're
this is a you thing.
Stay out
This is a
of
you
it.
thing.
I better stay out of
stay
it.
out of it.
Come here, Tubman.
Yeah.
Don't get canceled.
Yeah.
We're good. Yeah, we're good on that.
Tubman,
Yeah.
man.
This kid naming his cat after our ancestors.
And so right now his name is Pluto, but if I would do that.
I'm just on my phone.
I know,
not
yeah.
paying attention.
Regular names.
Minding our regular business.
Yeah, my friends are gonna say what they're gonna say.
How about the Yankees, man?
Okay, Styles. I think you agree. Like on, it's a weird movie, but there's funny parts to it.
Definitely.
What did you find? What's like a moment that you're like, yo, that shit was funny as fuck?
Word.
Damn, that was
Word.
wasn't like that.
Bring
kinda
my
funny.
shit back, Styles.
No.
Let me laugh at you, my nigga. Let me laugh.
I've been trying to laugh.
Yo, let me laugh at you, God.
Yo, by the way, Sheek,
Say-
you're next.
Say them two funny parts, God.
No, it wasn't-
Have us dying, baby.
It wasn't like
Have us dying, baby.
it ain't that kind of funny. It's more so
Mm-hmm.
the funny of how things go. I thought it was funny that he was trying to bag the chick, and his wife ended up bagging the chick. So it wasn't like they don't got that kind of hilarious laugh at you.
Sorry, hold on.
I thought it was
funny how
this
hold on,
hold on. Luch, you didn't find it was funny when Craig, the puppeteer, becomes Malkovich, and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna now, like with Maxine, we're gonna take over his career. No more acting. We're gonna go into puppetry full time." And they go visit his agent, right? When they walk in and the agent goes, "Yo, he's John, like, sorry about the cunt at reception." You didn't think that was funny? And then when he followed it up, when it's like, "This is my fiance Maxine," and he goes, "Sorry about the cunt at reception."
Zoom in on me. No. Zoom in. I can't now because you got me. Zoom in on him.
Yeah.
No, I can't now. I'm smiling and shit. Yo, no, dog. No. Come on, man. They doing it. Because you know what they saying? Not as if they doing that. Did you find it funny? You understand? You didn't find it funny when this person said this. No.
I found that
funny to me is like,
you didn't have to point it out.
yeah, like it's hilarious, dog. Oh my God.
By the way,
this motherfucker is crazy funny.
Yeah.
That's not that kind of comedy. It's not. Is it labeled a comedy?
I think it might be.
It is.
But it's also labeled a million things.
There got to be something else behind. It's not just
comedy.
labeled.
It's like a fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a slash comedy.
Yeah.
So it's not the kind of movie that you go to laugh at. It's more like you laughing at the wit of it.
Yeah.
You laughing at how witty.
I like witty comedy. I'm
how
very
he's
witty
making
with comedy.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's quirky witty.
Very witty with comedy.
The witty comedy, I like that.
Yeah.
I think certain films display that they're better.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But you know, maybe I'm not, dude. Because it seems like
Now
everybody.
you're cooking with hot grease.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like the world love that shit and the cameos and shit. Like,
It's
different.
No, but by the way,
It was
we
in
all come from different
1999,
perspectives, like,
bro.
right? Like, so, like, I don't expect you to immediately love this thing, right? In fact, I thought that you guys were gonna hate it, but like, there are certain things, since we're talking about like what made it funny for me. Like, I was dying the entire time because there's so much in it where it's just like the idea of John Malkovich being friends with Charlie Sheen.
Amazing.
Is
That was a
insane
lot.
to me.
Charlie Sheen brought it back.
Charlie Sheen, when he's in there and he's just, he refers to Malkovich as Malcatraz, and then Malkovich calls him Machine.
He said, so? Yo, dog, didn't they, yo, God. So? He goes, machine. Yeah, they do that to you. Machine. They say, machine. It stares at you and shit like, no, nigga. He said, yo, any girl calling you.
The best way I can say.
What's the nickname she called him? Any girl calling you, what's the name, is hot.
Yeah.
What's the name?
When she says
Lottie.
Lottie.
Yeah.
Or him like being like, let me guess your name in 3 guesses. I bet I can do it. And he's like,
Yeah.
That did kill me.
That was hilarious. Yeah.
Maxie.
Yeah. First
You
try.
all you watched that too much. You did it.
it's my favorite. I love
It's
this
great.
movie.
Wow. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Dope.
By the way, I do think that we should bring back watching movies together.
Yeah,
Picked
agreed.
it, right?
Yeah.
No, he picked it.
I picked it.
Yeah.
But okay, so we were with Styles the other day. He was doing a podcast and they were talking about movies. And Styles was like, look, I love acting, right? Can you talk about like the respect that you have for actors and their craft?
Yeah, I mean, it's a dope shit. Acting to me is a very dope art because they channeling something that they seeing on paper and figuring out who they reading is going to be and adding to it. And just to see somebody say, all right, I'm going to pick this part and be that, and they're not that person. Actors are the greatest fucking liars, craftsmen, pull from shit in the world. They acting. You know what, like,
Anybody that convince you there's somebody they're not.
that's powerful.
And channel their emotions.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
find it difficult when they start to cry and stuff like that. It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yo,
and
That's some
convince
powerful
you that,
shit.
Yeah.
but like, let's say for this, John Malkovich, right? He reads this script. He has to understand, like, all right, I'm not only playing an idea of me, which is clearly not like how he really is in real life, but like, okay, this is an idea of me. I'm going to be that. But then I also got to be like the sort of puppet being taken over by John Cusack.
Yeah, numerous people.
And then I got to like, show it like reacting and how I got to move my
There you
body.
go.
Yeah.
You got that shit.
It's wild. But like Malkovich is a fucking like amazing actor to do all those different levels to himself. And then like even the way he moves around, like sneaking that around that line to get online, to get into his own head and then see everything, that shit was like hilarious to me.
I can't believe you thought it was his butthole.
It was, dog. Come on, man. And to take over all that kind of shit, you must never seen Jim Carrey or nobody like that.
It might have been though, because they were
shitting
them back out on the side of the turnpike.
On the side of the turnpike.
And he come back out the air.
Come on,
it got to have meaning. It got to go two ways. You got to think about how they was coming back out of the
but he didn't. By that,
I'm saying he might have been shitting.
Yeah, but then he would have had to like come out the same place.
Maybe he was going through it and he stuck his hand in them.
They
it was
didn't
like
show you.
No, but you
just see him drop out the sky.
Yes, but the sky isn't the office.
Yeah, you wouldn't come back into the office.
You would have gone out that same thing if that's the case, right? Like I understand if he gets spit out the asshole, like eventually, right, over the New Jersey Turnpike. And by the way, people joke enough about like Jersey being like
the armpit
of America. Yeah, shithole. Maybe that is it, right?
They was getting mad money at $200 a head. Nobody ever seen mad niggas just dropping out on the side of that road over there and reported that to the news and nothing.
You know the amount of shit that happens in New Jersey that no one talks about?
Stay in your car and keep driving.
Yeah.
You don't turn left.
Yeah. Them niggas, they got a line of people that was going to be dropping out every 15 minutes on the side of that highway.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
Not one state trooper went over there.
No.
Every 15 minutes, this nigga's dropping on the side of the highway because something ain't right, nigga. No?
He said not
one state trooper went there and waited for 15 minutes and keep seeing it come out the sky?
For the next drop.
Not a one.
I find it really funny that he's shooting
because they had a line of mad people.
Yeah, you're taking my role.
You're shooting this week.
What?
Remember when Jeff was shooting on Honey? You were shooting on Bring John.
See, I don't dislike it though. It's cool.
Jeff, he turned into you.
Yeah, no, I don't dislike it.
He's shooting. He's doing good shooting.
I gave
His
Honey
shit was under the hoodie last week. Jeff.
I gave Honey a 5. A very strong 5.
Yeah.
You only get 4s, so I was like
I thought it was out of 5.
And now it's time for another episode of Is Jadakiss Italian?
Is Jadakiss Italian? Is Jadakiss Italian?
Sam, the first night of bed when you left, Ron made out with 2 girls and put his head between the cocktail waitress's breasts. Also was grinding with multiple fat women. When you left crying at Clutch, Ron was holding hands and dancing with a female and took down her number. Multiple people in the house know. Therefore, you should know the truth.
I know that show.
Yeah.
That's Jersey Shore. That's Jersey Shore. Sookie was on there. DJ Paulie D.
You remember that episode? Because I don't.
Yep.
Ron was the guy.
That's from that. Ron's from the Come at me, bro.
I know.
Ron's Come at me, bro. I know Jeff fucking show.
Is Jadakiss Italian? Is Jadakiss Italian?
This movie is filled with such unlikable losers. Which one would you most like to be your neighbor? Like, if you had to have one as your neighbor, who would it be?
Shorty was a hustler, the one that was getting them to do everything.
Maxine, yeah.
Not
She was about that.
Maxine, right?
She was
She was about
slowly
that
like getting all of them to do everything she fucking wanted.
Every single thing.
Was she the real puppet master? She kind of was like the one with the doing
now
everything.
we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, this is not. That ain't like knowledge.
No, that's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's the real puppeteer?
She was kind of like the.
She had,
He gets it.
after a while, she had John Malkovich,
Everybody.
the wife.
On a string.
She had
From the
fucking
jump.
Canon
Yep.
Diaz,
Mhm.
Cusack, all.
Yep.
She had everybody.
Everybody.
She was the real fucking.
Yeah.
She had
puppeteer,
them
you're
from the jump though. Before she didn't have to do much.
Yeah.
When they looked at her.
Yeah.
She even
They
came
was in
up
the
with the
crib
fucking
together
$200
jumping
an
on
hour.
them.
$200. She
I'm
came up
saying
with
They
everything.
attacked the one.
They
Yeah.
doubled.
They went to dinner. They went to see her and attacked her.
Try to-
She's like,
yeah.
yo, hold on.
Yeah.
Only like you do.
Then
job.
the OG played his hand right too though.
How so?
The old dude, the original.
Yeah,
which
what
one?
you mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
everybody
At the
was
end?
everybody was working for him.
Yep.
Yep.
It was his spot. Everybody worked for him.
Yep.
He fucked over Cusack in the end.
Yep.
He got the body he needed.
Yeah.
He brought his peoples with him. He had more control than everybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
the rest
actual
of-
Yeah, Lester.
Yeah.
When then Lester came, Lester did his one too.
Yeah, Lester did it.
When he set him up with the phone call, like she had been kidnapped.
He did it. He played he played his hand correct.
All those old people in the house with Lester, right? They was
They're
not
all
really
good.
old. They're not old.
Right,
They're actually really young, right?
But they can't die.
Some of them
They
can't
can't
die,
die.
right.
Yeah.
If you had the chance to live forever, would you? And by the way, no, but here's the thing. All your friends are coming with you, right?
If my family and my
also-
friends could come with me, cool.
Right. So if you could all go.
Other than that, I can't see everybody die over and over and over.
No, right.
So,
right.
you know, yeah, that would be it. If they could come and experience that shit with me, but then damn,
They can't die either.
Right,
they can't
but
die
you're
either.
you're all young. You're all living through that new vessel.
But I just wonder, like, what it's like inside the actual head, not the butthole. What it actually, like, when you're with all these people, like, what is that experience like? Are you actually experiencing any real, like it's not like us in the room together. It's like the ideas of us in the room together. I think, right?
I guess so.
I wouldn't do it his way if we could live forever.
Right.
I would more do it like Wolverine or like them kind of niggas that
How-
been
how'd
around
they
for
do it?
thousands of. Well, he's there. Like
No,
you don't.
right.
He's seen people die. Wolverine. You know.
Yeah. With the
He don't die.
adamantium and all
Yeah, he
that.
don't got it.
yeah.
Not saying you got to do the X-Men fighting. He just don't. Right? Am I stop me from? He don't. He's like 3,000 years old. He's old. Civil Wars. He's been around.
Yeah.
It would be like that. Not through the eyes of people. I would be just me, but I can't die.
Yeah. By the way, not dying takes out all the anxiety of everything. Like
Everything.
You don't have to eat good. Like you can just like do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're just gonna live forever.
Yo, I want to talk about.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the Wolverine get fat and all that. He still gotta. He gotta.
Well, see, this is where things get crazy. You have, I'm high, but just go with
Yeah,
me.
no, I'm with you.
The
We
floor
talking this
Just
shit.
go with me.
Is yours.
You could say, you could talk with the Wolverine who lived the mad lives and went through, but then there's also the multiverse.
Mm.
So, like, with like the last one with him and Deadpool, there was multiple Wolverines. Wasn't just one Wolverine. He was seeing the other hims from the other times.
That's making him look back at them, though.
No,
He was them.
He was them.
Yeah.
But they still living somewhere in an alternate universe. In the multiverse is what I'm saying.
Oh, because
So
they
there's
can't die either.
They can't die neither now. So there was multiple.
Oh yeah, that's
him
deep.
from different times.
I was saying like if
So
I could just stay
you
alive.
have to kind of keep that in mind. Do you want to do that
Multiverse.
or want to do that?
Yeah.
If you throw the
It's
multiverse in
catching
it,
up to you.
Yo, let me ask you a question. Malkovich in this, we know him as an actor. Like even in that world, he's an actor. He's a world-class actor. He's on stage. He's in film. He's on TV. We understand the resume. But then when it's like, yo, I'm gonna take this chance and like switch up my whole career and do something different, and you go outside the box. I think we all understand what it is to be put in a box. People's perception of you, right? People are like, oh, the Locks, I know them. They just spit a certain way about a certain subject. They dress a certain way. They're around certain people. They have an idea of you. But the moment that you start a coffee line, is that a weird thing where people are like, oh, I don't know how to like take this? Or if it's like, yo, all of a sudden you're selling juice and veggies.
You ever
like,
heard of the Juice Crew? Big Daddy Kane and them? The
totally.
Vapors?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the modern day Vapors.
facts. I'm big on not really worrying about what other people think. If you live your life thinking about what other people think, you're gonna slow yourself down.
No, for sure.
There's supposed to be
This ain't
better
the game for
versions
you.
of you.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Like people look from the outside in and put you in a box because they're in a box. That
Right.
means their vision is kind of limited. And once you get that understanding, you can't really worry about how that person or people view you. Somebody with an open mind and an open eye know that you're supposed to grow, get better, mature, do different things, evolve, and not stay the same. So it doesn't really matter. Them people usually don't affect your life. The people who actually put you in a box.
Yeah, I think that's a lesson like we had to learn like very early, right? And it's like for us, we were always just like, yo, we're not going to be put in that box. We're not going to allow people to just say, oh, they just do the sketch comedy, or they just do this long form like journalistic effort, or they just do like this type of creative thing. It was like,
No, but like I do think that there is a certain bit of like uncertainty that we have, or at least that I have, when we do something that's like a big leap from what we had been doing.
mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't know if the audience is going to follow me from this thing to the next thing. You know, like when we started rapping, there's no reason for anybody to be like, oh, you want to know what? I fucked with them for the videos, but now like universally beloved white rappers, like no, you know.
Can I see some of the old footage of y'all rapping?
Yeah, it's online.
Send it.
You got Google?
Yeah,
Okay,
send it to
cool.
Styles.
You got Google?
Send it to our phones, please.
Yeah.
Like of us some stuff with y'all. I want to see that shit.
Oh, sure.
It goes back to what we used to
nice.
joke around. When Lou said
I
he
think
could
so.
land the plane, when we
Hold
talk
up.
about fighting animals, confidence. If you got the confidence, fuck people. You got a chance
I
to
agree.
make champions.
And by
you
the
gotta have
way-
that confidence, man.
Yeah, I agree. Like, we did a mixtape with DJ Drama. Not everyone does that. We sold out SOBs. Real artists,
Talk
like
that
major
shit.
label artists,
Rapping.
like don't do that. Yeah, rapping.
And your lyrics, yeah.
We
Send
performed.
it. I
We
wanna check it
performed
out.
at Bonnaroo, right?
You gotta have. I know you got all the footage too.
It's online.
Go online?
It's not
What
like
was y'all- what
it's
was
not
y'all-
like we're keeping this secret.
What was y'all-
Yo,
what
this
was
isn't a
y'all,
secret thing.
Lou think they got it in the
I know.
vault.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was y'all
Got the
rap names?
footage is crazy.
It's on the same YouTube channel.
I know. Yeah.
What was the rap
craziest-
names?
Yo, do you know anything about us?
Nah, not really. Yo, what was y'all like rap names and shit?
I'm Jeff.
Yeah.
That's
Y'all
Eric.
didn't go by the fucking
Yeah, we did.
Eric and Jeff.
Yeah. Real names,
It's
no
the
gimmicks.
real.
Yeah. It's the real.
It's the real was the rap group.
Yes,
Yeah.
is.
I'm thinking it is the rap. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't leave the show. I gotta. Styles, get the fuck out of here. I guarantee you, this guy didn't know that. You knew that they was rappers.
Yeah, I don't know if they're rap. They did albums.
Rappers, they made mad shit. They did mad shit.
When you
rapped with-
told me
hold
that
up.
y'all
They
did.
never called you.
Nah, man. You know when they said, I'm like, yo, we sold that. I'm thinking like y'all was like the promoters, or like,
They got
like, yo, they did that shit like that. My nigga, you know I didn't know they rapped.
Yeah.
I saw what it's. You know I didn't know they.
We were like just outside. We were
They got
like, yo,
like,
2 for 1, 2 for 1.
Shit.
Yo, you want
Nice.
Do you want to know who we rapped with?
Yeah, they
Do you want to know who we rapped with?
You know- Wait, what? No. Yeah.
Bun B,
Yeah.
Freeway,
Fire.
Mano,
Nice.
Lil Jon.
Dope.
The list goes on
Insane.
and
Nah,
on. Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm not even trying to throw no darts, dog. I
Yeah.
know.
Nor should you, because we did what we did.
You switched it up. Right.
No,
Yeah, but that's what I'm
the
saying.
fuck?
Like,
no, but that's
You was what was your name?
yeah.
What was your name?
I'm
In your
still Jeff.
phone? You still Jeff?
Yeah.
Y'all was just going at
Give
it.
me an air matches.
Yo, dog.
I need an air match.
That's
I need an air mattress.
Yo,
fire,
I
dog.
fucks with you, bro.
Yeah.
Keep asking. So what was your name?
Jeff.
What was you doing?
And you was Jeff.
Yo,
yeah.
That nigga was his Jeff. Jeff is I can get it. He was
yo,
Your rap name was just Jeff.
yo. As
period.
intently as
Not
you,
MC Jeff.
No.
MC Jeff.
Slaughterhouse Jeff.
Yo,
I was part of Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
No kind of like. It was just Jeff when it coming to the stage. It's Jeff.
Jeff.
Well, it's the real, yes.
Fire.
yo, yo,
I swear to
yo.
yo, that's insane. No, I didn't know that. That's I didn't hear your lyrics. I didn't hear nothing yet. So
But,
you know,
Yeah.
I mean, it sort of proves my point, though, which is like that there are people
That's right.
who are,
Yeah, because you're doing exactly that. You're just like, no, I don't take this serious.
I didn't see y'all as MCs and shit. I didn't know that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Not.
and
I know.
I don't take any like thing as
Yeah.
like, but I'm just saying that like people saw us as one thing, and like you see us as one thing, but like
Y'all
we
hit the
do a lot of
stages
things.
and everything.
Yeah.
Where the fuck was we at?
You were probably like
In the
up-
crib? Yeah.
He break dances behind.
Yo,
You was part of the group?
no.
He's like, yeah. He's like, yo, dude. All right, well, hey. So everyone knows that y'all hit the stage
No.
and fucking put your motherfucking hands up and
Hold up.
make some the whole shit.
Yeah, sure. Hold on.
Yeah.
Man. Ty,
Wow.
hold on. Back the
Yeah,
truck.
shit.
You
Hold
At
on,
a certain
let me-
point,
Styles, you
Hold on, let me
Yeah,
park
I
my
see that
shit.
you did
Yo,
that with
make
see,
some fucking the whole shit.
hold on, let me park my shit.
We didn't do your show.
Yeah.
Not my show, but
We didn't
Pull
do
that
your
shit up,
show.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
show them the video from SOBs.
Hold on, man.
My
Let
shit
him
is
park
back,
his shit.
yeah.
Park your shit, Jeff. Show
I shot the video
show
for
him,
SOBs.
you shot the videos?
I shot this one.
It's fire. Oh look, no, look at Jeff. Oh shit, look at
Jeff.
Oh.
Jeff had to hit the Molly.
Oh, to see.
I don't know why people prefer one brand of orange juice over another, but I do know
Oh, this is the trailer, right?
It's
Yeah.
real.
Got it.
And that's because when
Look at Jeff. I didn't know Jeff could move his shoulder.
We got Just Blaze to DJ for us.
Stop.
even if it's not in the conversation, top 5 rappers ever.
Oh, man, you got moves. You doing to me?
It's the the hoes. Dave Matthews Bands. They knew shit. Waco. Cause everything is so lit.
Yeah, they rocking.
Bars.
Oh.
Bars.
And this shit is lit.
They show out. And they sell out. They sold out for Pepsi. They sold out for Nike.
Do the
And
lyrics.
they show at SOBs here in New York. They sold that room.
Yeah, he moving, dog. That's fire, dog. That's fire. That's fire. Styles, you seen this? Come on over, bro.
Yeah, checking Jeff out, man. He got the kind of swing.
New York City, what the fuck is up?
Zach's for that, man.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, you missed the whole shit. Good for you, man. Yo, stop.
You need to play the joint, B.
Yo, my shit is back. Yes, Jeff.
You ain't never seen the
Like,
clip?
yes,
This
Jules.
clip's on.
Yo,
I told you. That's fire.
and now it's time for another episode of Is Jadakiss Italian?
Is Jadakiss Italian? Is Jadakiss Italian?
Let me tell you something. Nowadays, everybody goes to shrinks, counselors, and Sally and Jesse Raphael and talks about their problems. Whatever happened to Gary Cooper, the strong silent type? That was an American with confidence. He wasn't in touch with his feelings. He just did what he had to do. What they didn't know was once they got Gary Cooper in touch with his feelings, they wouldn't be able to shut him up. And then it's dysfunctional this, and dysfunctional that, and dysfunctional manfangu.
Yeah. You have strong feelings about this?
Let me tell you something. I had a semester and a half at college, so I understand Freud. I understand therapy as a concept, but in my world, it doesn't go down. Could I be happier? Yeah. Yeah, who could?
Do you feel depressed, though?
Since the Ducks left, I guess.
The Ducks. The Ducks that preceded your losing consciousness? Let's talk about that. You want to talk about that? No one knows what the fuck is happening. Yo, dog. Do people know this shit? This real script?
That's the Sopranos.
That's the Sopranos. That's the Sopranos.
You didn't know that?
Yo,
That's the Sopranos.
killed that. Killed it.
Is Jadakiss Italian? Is Jadakiss Italian?
That like,
Styles and Kiss may have known way more of y'all before they met y'all.
Right, correct.
well, sort of. Like, okay,
A
so
lot of that shit came after we met him.
They
didn't have that.
they're doing the songs and shit?
we met
A lot of the
Jada.
projects.
So we met Jada in Orlando. We were interviewing him. And immediately after, Jada was like, yo, whatever you guys are doing next, like, I want to be a part of it. And so we were trying to get him actually on that song, which was Top 135 Dead or Alive, where Eric and I were rapping about us being the top 135th rappers.
Yeah.
Like, name,
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like name 135 rappers better than
Yeah,
us. Like,
yeah.
do it just now. Like, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, that was the song.
Shit.
Yeah. That's real shit.
And so,
See,
like,
that's, yeah, right. Yeah,
so
yeah.
we were rapping from like 20.
We were rapping like when we were young.
Yeah.
But we put out again in 2012 or 11 or 12.
Yeah.
We put out a project with DJ Drama, right? Like called Urbane Outfitters.
Like Urban Outfitters got it.
Yeah,
Like
so,
Urbane.
yeah, but we got like songs on there with Bun, with all these different people. We shot music videos for them. Then we put out an album with Empire. We told you that too.
Yeah.
But like we got a whole bunch of people on there.
You got range. Talk your shit.
Yeah,
bro.
but we did it, right? But my thing is, and by the way, never as anything that we weren't. Like here's the connecting tissue where it's just like, yo, the reason we can sell out SOBs, the reason we can sell out Highline, the reason we can perform at Bonnaroo, the reason we can like be here with you guys is because we're nothing but ourselves, and with the same voice. So yes, we are honestly, by the way, talented rappers. Like we're actually like pretty good.
That's
right?
dope.
I'm not saying we're you guys, but like
No, but that's dope. Being,
but listen,
they've been new to this. I'm just learning this.
We're us.
Right.
That's it. So like, and that I think is
But
where
my
like
whole point is that, like, okay, if you guys were just like, yo, I have a painting career on the side.
Yeah.
like there might be a little bit of fear for you to be like, I don't want to be seen as this. Like, I'm nervous to show this side of myself.
Because check this out. When we started our career, we were doing sketch comedy videos, and we're two Jewish brothers from Harrison.
You saying
before
rap?
Before we put out rap
everything.
publicly, like on that level,
Got
right?
you.
Because we were rapping since we were kids,
Right.
But like, if we're putting out sketch videos and we're asking people like Bun or Cam or Nori, certain type of guys who like have been taken seriously in a certain way, we were like, yo, come have fun with us, like do funny videos that are like outside of like what people think of you. And if Bun didn't say yes to us and decide to show up and be in a sketch, like an SNL type sketch, like he set the bar, he reset it. He allowed people like Mano and like Cam and all these people to hit us up and be like, yo, I want to be seen outside of the box that I'm put in. Because not everyone was looking at them in a certain way, right? So it's that we're talking about. Was it easy for you to be, and maybe it was because you were an adult by the time.
It's kind of like fucking, not to cut you off, like T.I. trying comedy and shit
exactly
like
that.
Like, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's 100%.
That's a great example. Yeah.
Perfect.
Right.
Here we go.
But people are like,
no,
real shit. Where people are just like, yo, I don't know what to make of this.
I just didn't know. Yeah.
It's like I don't know if can I go see him? Is he gonna make me laugh? Is it gonna do what it does? And by the way, he might be like, yeah, I've always been funny.
Mox, you younger than me. You knew that they was.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
I know you had a record with Bun B.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but anyway, so Jeff, did you have any fears of like being taken seriously, doing stuff, whether it was like the records, being a TV show,
Everything. Everything.
Stuff beyond what was in your comfort zone?
Even so, it's in my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No matter what right now. Wait, what like now, you saying?
I've definitely had anxiety like within this room being like, oh, I hope I say the right thing. I hope I do. I that's how I just move out and operate every day.
That could be that. You right now you probably used to us like a motherfucker, but like how it's gonna portray to everybody else probably is more than anything, right?
No, you know what it is? No. Like you guys were our musical heroes growing up, right?
Thank you.
So then but real shit. Like then to like sit in here, it's funny when we were listening to like when we were recently listening to old episodes. And it's like, oh man, we were really like trying to be like, seen as like cool or friendly or funny or like going a little bit too extra, and it didn't hit as like, now we're actually friends. We hit each other. We see each other. The whole thing. It's so much easier now to have conversations with you guys.
Absolutely.
And rock like this. That's what it is. But back then, like even like early episodes at our crib, it was just like, okay, now like how do we move this along? But you can hear us being like not our full confident selves.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it takes a while.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah.
Real shit.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I don't think we ever, if it means anything, we kind of probably, this was how we are now, like when we was in your living room, man. You get what I'm saying? Like, right?
You know,
I don't
it's
think
funny because things always go back to organic. It started over talking about the Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That like, so you got to always look about how things start. And if you're just in that cipher, just being yourself is going to.
Right? Did we ever appear tense and like kind of nervous and shit?
No,
like
and
that?
by the way,
but like we're looking up.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like, it does
right.
the same
By the
thing.
way, Styles came over. I was thinking about this yesterday. When we had A Waste of Time with It's the Real, our weekly like podcast about like people's like real lives and like how they came up and like who they are and who their parents were and how they were like, moving around and everything before they like hit the big time or wherever they were promoting whatever project. So we knew Kiss. Styles followed us on Instagram or Twitter or something like that. And like one day we were just like, let's just see if he'd be willing to stop by. And he was like, fuck yeah, like I'll come by like you tomorrow, the next day when you want to come through.
Alex, my guy named Alex.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But when he came by and he sat down and it's, in our old crib, the small one, right? Like, and we're sitting all around the kitchen table. Styles is just like, at the end of it was just like, I fuck with you guys. Like, I love the energy that I found today. Whatever, we can like keep doing. Like, I'll see you guys at whatever event and cool. And we were like, by the way, we got a song that we did with Currency and Smoke DZA called Sugar High, right? And we were just like, yo, would you ever want to be on that? And Styles was like, send the record like tomorrow or whatever. No, we never sent it. But it developed into this relationship where we were just like, oh, that's cool. Like that you were like open enough to be like, I fuck with your energy.
I believe that.
Whatever.
I believe that with both of them.
No, for sure. But it was this thing where it was just like, yo, this is like a level of like, we're not even peers, but it was just like we see each other like human eye to eye. That it was like, oh, this is even more refreshing than some of the other like friendships.
We brothers now, man.
Yeah. No, real shit.
Period. See real that shit, in the camera? We brothers now.
Yeah.
100%. Like Mox, he Dennis shits himself when he's around us. Like he's so nervous. Every time, like dog, you know what I mean? It's like he's so nervous. I understand that when you break that mold, you know. Yeah. We trying to just get him comfortable still around us and shit.
He turns red.
Yeah, his blood pressure and shit. It's crazy.
Yo, by the way, my favorite thing about Skrillion Air is that we don't let Mox know that like this is happening, and so like every phone call from now on is just like fuck. Like
and I'm gonna answer.
He gonna think somebody's calling him for something if it's one of them.
I thought he was calling asking play. It was 9 in the morning. Like, man, they shooting this early?
Yo, I want to talk about a couple quotes real quick. Styles, what do you think of the quote? And Craig says this to the chimp sitting next to him in the very beginning of the movie. He says, "Consciousness is a terrible curse. I think, I feel, I suffer." What do you think about that?
It's like being woke, right? Like,
I fuck with it, but then that's on a. I get it. Let me just put it like that.
Yeah.
I get it, and it's deep, but it's true. But then you got to be optimistic about it. At least you woke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Being woke is boring.
Yeah.
Because you see too much. You don't want to be involved no more. You know what I'm saying?
But then, like, do you agree that like ignorance is bliss?
Ignorance is bliss.
Fucking 1,000 billion, quadrillion %. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say being, if you got a certain level of enlightenment, it looks like you know to not do certain shit that is stupid, but stupid shit is fun. So ignorant it is bliss.
I love you white people, man, but listen, you know, because you know, if like this is like, say, not Malkovich, like say being like Samuel Jackson, right?
Yep.
Through his eyes and shit, like, right?
Jackson.
You know, like, yo, you know, like, right? Like, say being your Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
You would have seen different shit, man.
Would
you have seen like,
well, by the way,
really?
I don't know that you would have.
Yes, you would have. That nigga
don't
was
think he
boring.
lives a regular life?
Nah, man, Samuel, you would have seen crazy or being.
If it was in somebody else.
Yeah, like being not John Malkovich, being Samuel Jackson, being like, yo, crazy. Like, you know, you curl up his shit and then see through his eyes and shit. Yo, you know it would have been a different movie.
No, but he does the exact same
Hilarious
things.
shit.
That the whole point is that like he is a celebrity, and yet like all you see is just the most like mundane everyday.
His mundane everyday thing won't be Samuel's. You know that.
Samuel Jackson golfs a lot.
Nah, there's other shit going on.
What do you know that we don't know about Samuel Jackson?
What's going on? But like being whoever is a different than Malkovich.
Right. But then it's not funny then.
It would be hilarious.
It's
to us now. We would be laughing.
It's two type of different shits. Like that was a no, but that is a great point.
Yeah, now we would be laughing.
That is a great point when you put up like it's kind of different ways to view shit. It's like you look at movies from either how you came up, or you just really look at it from the perspective of some shit don't hit for you if you ain't come up going for it. But then if you're going from the point of like what I would think on the white side and just the film side, it's the cast being together. Malkovich, Cusack, Diaz early. Yeah. Like at that particular time, that was an ill cast to kind of put together, and then having the video guy write it out of there. So in White World, it was something, and it ended up being something. But even in not even just White World, acting world, or film world, but if it was a black man, it would be a different movie and a different kind of funny.
Absolutely.
Like if it would have been being Eddie Murphy,
whole different eyes, lens, even if it would have been Rick James,
being Lawrence Taylor,
being Lawrence Taylor would be
being Lawrence Fishburne,
being Lawrence Taylor would be
Lawrence Taylor,
something else.
all that shit.
Yeah.
Field the Dreams if you'd have followed this Dominican nigga through fucking all this kind of shit, and like, you know what I mean? If you'd have did it in DR, it would have been different. No,
you would worry about the genre of it because, like, let's say you did follow like OJ on that night or something like that. That would be a different kind of movie.
It wouldn't be a comedy. It would have been different.
Like but then with film though, you have to take into consideration.
James Brown.
Film is crazy.
Imagine
insane.
James Brown.
Same director. What's his name?
Spike Jonze.
Spike Jonze, but being Jane, like whatever.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Hit movie.
Can we talk about the moral of this story?
Please do. I was waiting for this.
I got two morals, right? One is life is short. Do what you have to do to be happy, right? Cool. Everyone gets that.
Word.
Because I feel like they went to like whatever like lengths to like make themselves either live forever.
Whole. Yeah. To make themselves whole.
Yeah, make themselves whole. Like maybe it's like I gotta like live my art. I have to have that on a huge level. I have to like see that way through, and then I'll be happy. Maybe
it's about like, I have to be with that girl.
Yeah. Or maybe it's like for Cameron Diaz, she has to be, a man in like, how she presents herself, whatever. But the other one that I think is like a take that I've never heard anyone else have for this movie is we don't take celebrity seriously, right? Where they're used, like talking about like Malkovich, they're used, they're abused, they're nothing but an empty shell. So do we need to give more grace to celebrities?
Hell yeah. And
talk about it. Okay, talk about it.
At the end of the day, we all regular people. They all fucking human beings. Just in a different financial space and different professions and, different walks of life. But at the end of it, if you strip down everybody and put them in one room, they all the fucking same people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bleed just like you.
Yeah.
That's the moral of the story is treat everybody the same. If you ask me.
Yeah.
Celebrity, not celebrity.
So it could have been being
anybody. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Could have been being Flavor Flav. This shit would have been crazy.
So that would have been fire, dog.
Flavor Flav's eyes?
Yeah. Fire.
That shit would have been a 5-6. That shit would have had as many parts as Fast and Furious.
Yeah. That shit would have been a series, dog.
But I feel like
been lit.
I was saying like Eric and I were having a conversation about our brother Dan. I was like, Dan was doing something and I was like, he's the craziest person I know, right? I was like, if I could just like live an hour like looking through Dan's eyes, like I think it'd be just
that's your twin brother.
I know.
Yeah.
He's looking at me.
You ain't chilling in the first
That's the craziest person you know. That's crazy.
No, but like
to be fair, you're the craziest person I know. So
yeah. But so Eric was like, no, you would rather like see Dan's life than like somebody from high school who like did just like
all the people you could pick, you want to pick your twin
Dan,
brother. You been seeing the same shit he been seeing.
No, like Dan lives a totally different
life. Yeah.
And so it's just like I think that anybody's experience is so different. Like I just think that that's like such an interesting thing to see somebody like think for like 15 minutes.
Because how the fuck Dan don't live that much of a different life?
Like you
Yeah.
Even no matter how different it is.
He ain't say Casanova nobody. I think it said Dan. Yeah, dog.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dan is his twin brother.
Yeah.
Identical.
Fraternal.
Fraternal is, they still look identical. I got fraternal twins. They don't look as much as I am and Dan.
There's 6 inches of difference in between our heights.
My twins is taller.
You thinking you want to see through his eyes? You really want to know how his brain works.
So yes.
You want to see how the world looks
seeing through his
a little
eyes,
bit shorter.
Yeah,
like, 5'10". Imagine.
You joking?
No, he ain't.
Yeah, of course. I mean, but like, I think that anybody's perspective would be interesting. Like for 15 minutes.
They could have did that about anybody except Malkovich, and I would have loved it.
No, hold on.
Absolutely.
Okay, how about this as a theme? What do you think about like paparazzi, celebrity, like, reality shows? What do you think about that? Like people want so bad to understand like what Ben Affleck is doing fucking in his off time, right? People want to know so badly what Cardi B is doing when she's not on.
All of them should still be scripted though.
Yeah, it's only
You're
like
never gonna see what niggas is really, really doing in their crib.
Which is what we saw through Malkovich's eyes.
That's
right?
the only way. You gotta go through somebody's asshole.
Come
out through their eyeballs and all. Then you
All right. Let's get to Richie Thumbs. I'm gonna go first or last. I'm gonna go.
Start it off.
I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna give this shit 10 out of 10 Richie Thumbs. I think it was.
I knew they was going to be in the upper echelon.
His shit is definitely not a 4.
This shit is 14 today.
I brought this shit to the table. I think there's a lot to like get from this movie. It's funny as fuck. I think the pacing is like super great. I love that like that it's not it's not super like sped up. It doesn't feel rushed. I'm in it, like learning things as we go along. I think the acting is top tier. I think the story is insane. I think the direction is like out of this world. I
learned so much from you today, man. You know, I didn't know so much shit, and I learned even this movie.
Shit
and like,
was cat.
I love this movie.
Acting was top tier.
I think it was
like,
great.
God damn.
Oh shit!
I love watching it on planes. I love watching it at home. I own it on DVD. I'm here. Being John Malkovich was
it's possible though, kids. It's like
a transformative movie.
Different.
Yo, it's like you were saying before.
A transformative movie.
Yeah, there was life before, Spike Jonze and Being John Malkovich and Charlie Kaufman, and life after.
You better say everything.
That shit better be a 14 too.
No, and by the way, you're acting like I don't appreciate like Sinners, which I really did, right? Like, and I talked about that too.
It's cool.
No,
you don't have to validate your thumbs.
Yeah, you don't. You definitely don't.
You don't gotta validate your thumbs.
No, I'm just saying.
Or your movie pick. Yeah,
10 out of 10.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Styles. Styles.
Because you've seen it several times.
What do you think?
I'm giving it a 6 3/4.
Okay.
Ooh, nigga, I ain't never heard that.
You know why? Because I feel like, not to be funny, but if you this what I'm saying.
3/4 of a thumb.
This what I'm saying.
You went to like, where'd it go?
6 3/4.
6 3/4 is crazy.
Give it enough.
I can't give it a solid 7, and I can't give it a 6.
Oh, it's like the 7.5.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right before the name.
Yeah.
Like, cause think about this though. It could have been his asshole because they were standing on the line.
Come on, with this asshole.
Nah, but look, the puppet in the beginning, right? The first scene. The first scene.
Fucking, like with the kids.
Yeah, and the kids watching, he gets
like,
snuffed for it.
Yeah.
Like, so all of that kind of shit, they going creative, but they going weird.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It went weird. Animals.
Yeah, dog.
She kissing the chimp through the tape. It's some weird shit in there, God.
Come on, God.
It is weird.
It's some weird shit in there, God.
I think at the beginning, though, I think that he was.
It's a lot to unpack.
Those puppets, that was him, and that was his wife, right? And they're in those roles, and he's trying to live a good life that he's not living in that basement.
That's weird shit, God.
For sure.
That's weird.
Yeah. But I don't think that he was doing it as a performative thing to that girl.
No, not at all. He wasn't even paying attention to her.
Right. I think it's just like within his own like little world.
He's so sad and pathetic.
Yeah, and by the way, that's why
his whole thing.
I laugh when like he
Hold
walks
on.
in.
So you're going outside to do a job to make money.
Yeah.
And she said, you got to stop doing this. That wasn't his first time getting snuffed.
Right.
So he had to know he did
because she said, "Oh, not again."
Shit before. She said, "Oh, not again."
Some sucker shit before.
So that means he did some shit like that before.
Right.
That's what I'm gathering from that.
Yeah. I don't know that I thought that it was like a kid watching every single time, but I think that he's just so invested in this art, which is like not for anybody.
Right.
Like nobody on the street is going to be like, this is something that I want to pay attention to.
Like in this world that we all have to like accept as like, okay, these are the rules, the parameters of the movie that we're watching. Puppetry is like a thing, right? Like clearly they're doing it off like the mountain in like Briarcliff, like, like on the bridge or whatever.
Right.
And that's the commercial version of that. You do it big, you do it popular, you're on TV, that whole thing. And he's like, he's like busking on the street. He's like, no one's watching my shit. He's recorded this thing, like the life is like him in that little thing, and he's trying to get by. Like I think it speaks more to the artistry than like. And by the way, it is creepy.
I hear you sticking up for your race and all that.
No, it's not the race.
That is what I'm doing.
Here's some kinky shit, man.
They do say,
how many do you give it?
White is right.
I hear all that shit, nigga. You know that was kinky, man.
How many thumbs, Jeff? How many thumbs?
I give it 10 Richie Thumbs.
All
proudly.
right.
Proudly.
That's right. That's right.
Proudly is
Proudly.
haram. That's crazy, dog.
Yo, I'm a Charlie Kaufman fan.
Yeah.
You guys really need to watch Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
What?
It is an incredible movie.
10 out of 10 twice?
Yes.
That's crazy, dog.
10 out of 10. Proudly.
Yeah.
Proudly.
Proudly.
Stand on it. Stand on it.
Stop a lot. This whole shit was that.
When you watch Phil, that's
That
what
shit
shit
was weird,
It was weird,
Had a
creepy,
little bit of.
but it was artistic.
Let it go to me. When something.
Yeah, no, you
Said one Air Jordan.
I'm giving it 4.
All right.
And that's pushing it. Took me a lot. Took me all I had in me to
Why
get
4?
I don't even know. I'm giving it 4.
Yeah, I know that
like
confusion.
I like the little piece of it.
Yeah.
I like the little piece of it.
Yeah.
But it was
Wait, which
mad
piece?
weird, old creepy shit. You switched it to the portal was the asshole.
Think so?
I mean, I'm giving it 3. I
Wait,
switched it to 3.
Which
dog.
part did you like though?
Something, how the old guy, I liked it Lester at the end, because Lester was creepy too. Lester was on some perverted, creepy.
He
creep.
was.
Too.
See?
Lester,
Absolutely.
I'm giving it 2.
Yeah,
I switched it.
live through the baby and this and
I
that.
remember
And this and that. Like, the
do the
fuck?
summary before I switch it to 1. Dog. I'm giving it 2. 2 Richie Thumbs, dog.
Sheek Luch.
5 on confusion as far as like you know. I don't,
Wait.
yeah, I was gonna say 5 from the jump on confusion as far as like and then like as far as
5 on confusion.
confusion is because I don't know if it's like
That was the hardest hit
Yeah.
on
like
any episode.
I take that, by the way.
is this
And he
dope?
came in hard, like
Like, is this dope? Is it supposed to be like? Is it like? If you say fuck confusion, it's like a 3 for me, man. Like a 3.
don't start breaking it down because you gonna get down
Yeah,
to
but
1.
5 on
I
5 on
started at
confusion is
4. I
like
got that 2.
kind of didn't know was that like man is what I was lost.
Yeah.
By the way, if you have any like more questions, like I'm happy to like
Yeah, I'll
engage
call
in
you.
that. No, not like that.
Oh, I'll call you.
Yeah,
call you.
I just meant like if there's anything that you're just like, oh, there's something I'm on the fence about, or something I don't know, like
Yeah, and you know you know everything.
Nah, it's not gonna hit for you, guys.
No.
Never. It's never gonna hit because
Right. Now, by the way, I think we come in here like, especially like on the run that we've been on, where it's just like, yo, pick movies that like you can stand on, that you can like, you know,
that's what make it good because
I agree.
because this is you get to view the world through.
All right, so
They want to play. I'm picking Sonny Carson.
The education is Sonny
I wanna
Carson.
keep going.
Let's go.
No,
Yeah.
you're gonna hate it.
Hell yeah.
I'm going Claudine.
No,
I'm
what?
picking something.
Yeah.
I'm picking something.
Cornbread
No,
Earl
Yeah,
and me.
cornbread Earl.
Yeah.
I'm going one of them kind of shits on y'all. 'Cause y'all-
No, it's your pick next. Do you want to announce right now what you want to watch?
It's something in the movie theater.
Okay.
You seen all the new movies?
A lot of them. Yeah. I mean, well, that's what we'll talk about.
Nah, man.
No, he wants to roll together. Yeah.
Nah,
Oh,
they
I'll
gotta
go.
be
Yeah, I'll go.
together.
Hell yeah, I'll go.
I just want to see him.
I'll go. Let's go to
Something
let's
in the
go there.
theater.
Let's go there.
Yeah. All right.
okay.
I'm with it.
The accountant is out. What's up? The accountant is out.
Accountant two.
I'm sorry. The accountant 2.
To Final Destination.
That's that. What's the one? The Amateur. You seen that?
Oh, right.
He don't know how to kill
With,
nobody, but he's
Rami
smart.
Malek or whatever.
He dropped the war. You know what I'm talking about? The Amateur.
no.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
saw that. Yeah.
It's gonna be one of them 3.
Minecraft.
I'll let you know tomorrow.
Yo.
Minecraft is out, actually killing shit.
Look at
Yeah.
this thing.
It's actually doing well. I'm talking about
Yeah. No.
doing
yeah.
well
Yeah,
financially.
super
I don't know
well.
if it's good or not.
Minecraft,
Yeah.
smoking.
We're
shit.
running back.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what did well? 2 styles.
Sinners.
Thunderbolts. No,
Oh yeah.
it's
That's
a
what did
Marvel
well.
shit.
Yeah,
Huh?
Cinders is doing really well.
You saw it yesterday.
You saw it? How was it?
That's what
It's a Marvel
Yeah, I
shit
want to
called
see
Thunderbolts
Thunderbolt.
is
No?
probably the
I heard
best.
it did
better
well.
Marvel
Like
movie I've
80,
seen in a
80
while.
million first.
I want to see that joint.
No. Yeah. Styles, anything you want to tell the people before we go?
about the movie.
Nah, just about like life. Like about like
Nah, tune into the show. You know what I mean? I don't know why we call it a podcast. It's never been because it's a fucking show. Hopefully you enjoy what we do. We enjoy what we do. We love you.
Everybody subscribe. Oh shit, subscribe.
There you go.
Subscribe, y'all. Let's go.
Please.
We on the road, baby. Let's go.
yeah.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, subscribe.
Johan, you love the movie? Malkovich?
Yeah, I like it. The
What's
guy
the
who wrote
number,
it
Doc?
is well. I'm surprised you guys haven't seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Stop bringing that
But-
shit up, man. But what was the other one? Do you like it? What was?
Nah, I mean, I like it, but it's not my favorite.
Give it what?
Yeah. I would
They
give
ain't gonna
it,
fire you.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it. I'm just saying you hate that shit.
I would
yo,
give it
huh?
like a 7 or 8, somewhere in between.
7 or 8 is high, bro.
Just because of, you know what? Like, I'm a very big believer of art.
Puppets.
Art is what you can get away with.
Cinematic type shit.
The fact that, like, you guys can have a discussion
and
and
if it's a Jesus humping the thing in front of a little girl.
the fact that you guys can actually, like, have a back and forth about it.
You
And,
like
like,
the
one
conversation
person-
piece about it.
One person can be like, this is genius. And you can be like, this shit is ridiculous.
Perverts, dog.
I think it displays
hip hop.
Because if we all just agreed that it was bad, then it'd be like,
I don't know if it was bad. I don't,
right? You don't even know. You don't even know whether or not.
Freaky perverted story.
look at his face.
It's kill him with an It's kill him with an
It's on the video.
Vegas says so, and then I kill me, and then I kill me.
I play Lil Billy Rock.
See you next time.
Oh, man.
He did the Rod Millie Rock.
Help me ease